The origin of Just Say No. All right, your next comic coming to the stage, representing Thousand Oaks. This guy's super funny. Put your hands together for Talon Warburton.
Hantavirus. I'm just setting it up. That's the bar. You guys are terrible. People have died. So that's happening. That's very exciting. COVID to electric boogaloo. Now, full disclosure, when I first heard hantavirus, I heard hentai virus. Which says more about me than anybody else. And you laughed very hard. You know what I mean? Fellow man of culture. Appreciator of the fine arts. To you non-degenerates, hentai is animated Japanese pornography. Didn't think you were going to be learning something tonight, did you? So, when I heard that people were dying from the hentai virus, I thought, I'll be fine. I've been cultivating an immunity for the past 10 years. Exposure therapy. I'll be walking the streets among the dead and the dying, like Mother Teresa. And they'll be looking up at me like, why did the plagues not touch you? My child. I have walked through the gates of depravity, seen what man has to offer, and its tentacles have no hold on me. That's also a hentai joke. You can Google it. I'm an actor by trade, a voice actor. Thank you. It's an unusual career, ups and downs, many experiences that you kind of only get as an actor, the regular individual. We call you normies. I'm going to give you a glimpse behind the veil. So here's one. People talking about you online. I'm still getting used to that. Last year, I booked one of my biggest roles in a game called Honkai Star Rail. A character named Argenti, the Knight of Beauty. He's a lot of fun. It was actually a recast. It was a recast. Pre-strike, so I am not a piece of shit. I'm a little bit of a piece of shit, not that much of a piece of shit, but a little bit of a piece of shit. And I remember when I was doing my session, they're like, you're doing great, but the producers, they told me, like, the fans of this game can be pretty intense. There might be a strong reception to the change. I'm like, it can't be that bad. That's totally going to be fine. It was that bad. It was not fine. The next day, I remember, like it was yesterday, when the shift happened, I was hit by a barrage of tweets, my favorite of which being, waking up to Argenti's voice recast was my 9/11. Well, color me Al-Qaeda. I guess you're a fan. I got a few death threats. That was neat. One guy asked me to please die in a car crash, but he said please. Has your boss ever told you that you're too fat to work? My manager called me up the other day. He's like saying, hey, I wanted to put you forward for this gig, but the casting director said that you're looking a little fluffy, a little chunky in your most recent Instagram photos. I can't imagine a single other job where your boss can tell you that you're too fat to your face and you have to say, I am so sorry. I'll be better. I'll do better next time. I mean, if you worked at Target and your supervisor pulled you aside and he's like, hey, you're going to have to lay off the good and gather Oreos. The way you waddle down the aisles is disturbing the children. Wouldn't fly. There's that. I'm working on a video game right now. It's like motion capture RPG. I play one of the main cast and crew. It's very cool. I feel very lucky to be a part of that. I am a romanceable character. Yes. So that means if you make the right choices and say the right things, we can talk. In the game! My wife is right there. In the game! Thank you for being supportive. I just need to clarify it's in the game. Have you ever recorded your half of a sex scene in a padded room while 7 people on the other side of glass gave you notes? Yes!
It's weird.
It feels good to know that there's kindred spirits in the audience. I got my hentai, bro. We'll trade links after the show. Yeah. More about me, I paint Warhammer figures. Thank you, yes, thank you. I've had to come to terms with the fact that I am Team Henry Cavill. Where it's like tall, the dark hair, active Warhammer, but like when I show up at your front door. Oh, here's another thing before I finish that joke. This happened yesterday. So, I was on Reddit, as one does, and I was reading a thread from the Dungeon Crawler Carl subreddit. Any Dungeon Crawler Carl fans out there? Well, thank you. You should. It's a fantastic series. And they're going to be making a show, and they were doing some fan casts for it, and somebody had put my name forward for Carl. And somebody responded saying, no, I don't see Talon Warburton. He's like a Warburton rodent hybrid. That's how he looks. How does one respond to that? No, you. Got him. How do you handle that? You joke about it in front of strangers. It's healthy, right? Back to Team Henry Cavill. So yeah, I show up at your front door and you're like, this looked way better online. Who's this rodent-looking motherfucker? Can I send it back? I can't. You'll give me 30% off my next order if I keep it. Okay, get in here. My wife, my lovely wife, is sitting in the front row. Mother's Day is tomorrow. She's a wonderful mom. Shout out to mothers. She's a very successful author. She has 5 published books. She's just about to finish her 6th. I can write about you. She writes historical romance. Do you have any idea what kind of fucking standard that holds me to as a romance women, they have this obsession with dangerous men. It's a very difficult need to fulfill when you play as much Magic the Gathering as I do. Hey babe, check out this deck I made. Ask me how many lands. I don't want to do that. Ask me. 30. I like to take risks. That is for 5 of you in the audience. We'll talk about it afterwards. Romance! Valentine's Day wasn't that long ago. I asked my wife, what do you want? She's like, surprise me. So I got her 2 rats. As one does. No, she had asked for rats. She wanted them. And they're sweet, they're wonderful, but they've changed the dynamic of the house. Because, like, your favorite thing to do is have me sit down on the couch, and she puts a rat in my lap. And then she sits across from me, and she just watches me hold it. So my wife is a rat cuck. Which on the outside sounds like a horrible thing to call your wife, but it's actually very sweet if you know the meaning, so try that. But it's kind of hard. I love animals too. It's hard to get into it. I'm sitting down there and I'm like holding this little fur ball of love and I can just feel her eyes boring into me. Like, yeah, feed it a sunflower seed. No. I'm sorry, but I'm not even here. You're doing great. Now the string cheese. It's weird, it's hard to get into it. But if she's been a good girl, my wife, not the rats, sometimes I'll call one of my buddies over and we'll hold both at the same time. Like kind of like a reward, you know? My wife is very short. Stand up, sweetie. No, you'll have to trust me. She's 5 feet tall. When she introduced me to her dad for the first time, he said, well, it's a good thing you like little girls. I'm like, don't say it like that. And then we watched Phantom of the Opera. That's what it is. It's a segue, I promise. Because at the time we'd been talking, and I told her I'd never seen Phantom of the Opera. And she's like, you've never seen Phantom of the Opera. It's the most amazing romantic story you've ever seen in your whole life. And we watched it. I have no idea what the fuck she was talking about. We're halfway through the movie, and she pauses it, and she's like, I feel like you're not liking this. And I'm like, no, it's great. The singing's awesome. It's great. I love it. But when's the romance start? She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, there's this guy, and he's singing to her, and he's like, hey, I've been watching you for a while. Singing it. And now that you're of age, 14, this is the time for me to reveal myself so we can get married. Romance. And then he opens up the two-way mirror, which so it means he's had access to her bedroom this whole time. That's red flag number 2, by the way, for counting. And he says, come with me to my lair. What a fascinating choice of words, isn't that, lair? So he leads her down to the catacombs of France, which, if you didn't know at the time, were also the sewers of France. Hop on my gondola to my lair. And then they get to his lair, and they step off of his poopy gondola after sailing down a river of human effluent, which is a really fun word, so that spice that into conversation. And he says, hey, check out this wedding dress I made for you. On this 1-for-1 exact replica, probably sticky statue I've also made for you. That's not doing it for you? Okay, how about these hundreds of drawings I made of you? No. Okay, well, while you're soaking that all in, I'll be in the corner playing with my organ. Which is funny, but never mind. He probably doesn't play Magic the Gathering. That guy's dangerous. Thank you, everybody. That's my time.